Hi everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story, episode 27 with me, Sid, and it is the morning, believe it or not. You might not believe it from the daylight outside, but the sun is coming up. I just slept the night off. It is 20 past 5 in the morning, and yeah, I actually really do need to make myself another crock of food. I've got some bread, but we are running very low on wrong thing on foodies. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 3 4. In fact, I think this is probably the last turnip and carrot stew I can make. I can probably make a single portion of carrot stew, and I'll be able to make a portion of all turnip stew, which sounds delicious. And then, well, we really need to supplement our diet, I think, with a bit of bread, and I need to grab some of you, and you go, and bring you over, do a bit of that, a little bit of that. But really, I am kind of really hoping that we're getting close to the end of winter now. We must be. Okay, you are off. While that is cooking, that should have finished. Gives me 6. That has finished. This 3. That will only give me 3, of course, but you know, there you go, and we shall seal that. These are getting very low on the amount of liquids left in there, and I think one of the things I need to be thinking about going forward. No, that's it. Right, let's get you out. Let me just have a look at the uses for that one. We are looking at leather body armor. I still don't think I've got enough, but we can try. Was it 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 1 2 3 1 and 1? Was it? Please be 1 and 1. If it's 1 and 1, I'm there. What have I just made there? Leather body jerkin versus, that's 2 and 2, isn't it? Let me just have a quick look there. Leather body armor is 60% versus 40%. And it's 2 and 2. I will have enough in 4.5 days. But that will be literally all I have, though. I have got the rusty gear on me. Hopefully, how are you doing over there? You are ready. Good. Let me. Nope. Plob and plob, and a bit of. Yeah, there's nothing left in that. That's fine. Okay, got that in my inventory, got my bread, got my tools. So what's the plans for today? Possibly foolish. We do need to progress further with, well, everything. And I have to make a decision about what I'm going to do with this, which makes 1 ingot worth of bronze. Now, with 1 ingot worth of bronze, I could make a bronze sword, I could make a bronze pick, I could make a bronze shovel, an axe, whatever. I could make a bronze thing. And that's a good thing, because, you know, bronze. However, what I also have to do is, I'm going to come off my attack statues. I need more claystone because I want to get more of this going to keep these 2 fellas in, and I'll have to put some food in there at some point, I suspect. The weight is now good though, and you're preggy, so I don't need to worry too much about the food at this moment. And then we need to also start building out their barn area. But the interesting bit is going to be how to separate those. The other thing we need to do is finish off these 2 fields over here, which are going to require me to dig a whole load of dirt. So that's an exciting time for everybody. And I'm still waiting for those to come to growth stage. They are growing. The final thing, well, there's 2 other things I need to do. One is I need to think and make this Temporal Storm hide. And my thoughts are kind of thinking that maybe making it on here, so it's like there, then you've got 1, 2, and there's 1, 2, 3, and then there would be a stat post there, 1, 2, 3, a post here. Go up a little bit, we'll have rope ladder perhaps to get up into it, and essentially the idea is it will be all slabs, so nothing can spawn on it, bottom slabs that is, which apparently is a thing. And not too high up, but once the thing's over, we can splash down into the water and peg it. At least until I'm at the point where I just want to fight everything the game throws at me, which is not now. So that's a thing. We've got more copper to try and go and dig at some point, and I've got a few sources of that. But what I do want to do today is I want to go and try and get to the trader up here, because I have got 9 rusty gears, and that, I think, is a reasonable amount of money. Just the rusty gears being money, of course. I also need to chop down a few trees as well, so what I would like to do is do them further out of the way. Now I know there might be a wolf up here. That is a calculated risk, and what we will do is just take it steady, basically. There's other fields I need to think about that we can do. So we can get pine, and there's 1, 2, 3. We've got plenty of pine down there, plenty of pine down there as well. So, and those are big old trees. Listen, trying to keep my ears open. Just to be ready for the wolfie when he inevitably just goes grrr and runs at me. Now I think I should be able to take the punishment of such a thing if I can get, certainly if I can get a few spear throws or something in. But it's when I just step on the damn thing, because that's what I do. It's not so much the wolves are terrifying now, it's the fact that I tend to just go and step on the damn thing. So the first thing I know about a wolf is when it's bearing down on me. That is a fox, is it? I think it's a fox, yeah. Right, what are you selling? You've got a bronze sword, it's 6 gears. You've got a bismuth bronze, which is slightly better on the axe. Black bronze, and a black bronze pick, which is 550. You will buy things like charcoal off me, which is 4 for 1, which is actually not too bad. I could probably manage that. I'm not doing tin ingots. I could actually do rice bread. I've got plenty of that, and he'll buy 8 for 1. Now I've currently got 9. So, do I want to go a bronze sword, which does 4.3 to 3? I mean, that's an improvement. The durability is better. A huntsman's tunic for 12 gears. That's a bit on the pricey side. 10 is 2 gears. An ingot that would allow me to actually make some of my own bronze. Fat. Let me just check something. Be back in a second. Okay, I'm going to play this safe. I'm going to take one of those. Buy. And I'm also going to take one of those. Oh, he buys those. Damn it. I was hoping to. Okay, that was not what I intended. Doesn't matter that much, I suppose. I've still got my gears, and I can actually sell him. Is that rice bread? Oh. Yeah, I've got 8 rice bread. No. Oh, let me. I don't want to punch him with a sword. I mean, I'm going to guess this guy will just beat me. So if I were to put that in there, he will sell me 1 gear. Okay, I'm not going to do it today. Alright, let me out. Come on, shoot. Well, we got a bronze sword out of it, which means I can use the bronze now to make a what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I'll have that. A bronze pick. That's the word I was looking for. But I think I'm going to have to make a move back down here. Again, I'm going to pick up any loose flint that I see because it's going to be valuable to me. And boop. So I am running low on flint. I know where there's some flint in the hillsides that I can mine. So not the end of the world. Just now need to try and not step on a wolf. Unless I can see one asleep, in which case I will. It's over that way. It's a goodly distance away actually. Right, where are those pine trees? They're down here. Let me get some of those because I'm going to want these for whatever I'm going to build. I haven't quite decided yet, but whatever it is going to be awesome. So I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so I'm going to use a little bit of that pine for these uprights. I'm going to keep coming back to that bit of the build. What I need for food is to probably tackle, because I've got 8 copper there. Now if I could buy a tin, which I can't, which is a shame, then that wouldn't have been that much of an issue. Now this has a melting temperature of 950. So in theory, I suppose we want to whack you. No? Okay, how do I... Oh man. Let's have a look. Look at these things. Bronze scales, melts temperature, blah blah blah, tin ingot. But how do I chisel it? That's possible, I suppose. And if I use a chisel, do I get everything back? Because what I don't... This is kind of where I may have screwed up. Oops, hello. If I use you on that, I get 20 bits back. No, I didn't screw up. That is absolutely perfect then. Just as a thought then, let me take my chisel with me out here. Just as a thought, if I chisel you, yes, thank you for, I can't remember whoever gave me that little tip, but thank you for that one. That is definitely a useful tip. Now, I could, therefore, of course, if that was tin, I could have chiseled that down, blah, 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 made the stuff, but it's not. It's bronze. So we are going to put the bronze, which melts at 950, in there. And we are going to grab a little bit of peat, which burns up to 900 in there. And then we'll get ready with the charcoal, because you burn up to 900, don't you? Yes, you do. That's all good. Hello. Light that up. Get a tiny bit of charcoal. I don't think I'll need more than, I think one will be enough, but we'll carry two just to be on the safe side. Really do need to think about charcoal going forward as well. That's my next job. So we'll get this melted up. We'll make a bronze pick. That will give me at least a tier 2 pick to play with. And I think that's necessary for glass, but or for the quartz. But we'll find out, won't we? In the meantime, I'm just going to smelt this and be back in a sec. And there we go. That is our thing of things, and we are going to pour you like a sou, and that in the morning will be a thing. Now, I wanted, is there anything I can do? You can't, I don't know whether we can smell. I've tried to chisel on that and we can't do anything with it. I'm just going to pop it there for now. We don't need it. So the chisel is a non-starter. But the bill, I need to put that charcoal away as well. Let me be a tidy little boy around my forge. Technically, I wonder what would happen if I walked over that. I'm not going to find out, because I suspect I won't like it, but that's fine. So we're going to use that for there. Now for the panic room, I think it's probably as good a name for this as any. I think what we will do is we are going to find my saw wherever I put it, there, and I'm going to guess that I do that should give me a whole bunch. That saw's not going to last forever either. That's now I'm going to guess that this is just a straight like a so. That will give me 32 of those. And while it's still light, let's start playing around with this idea. For one, one of those trees definitely needs to go, and I think this is probably the best place to situate this. So one there, then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I better chop the tree down, I suppose. And maybe this tree as well, actually. I think it's in the way. It's a shame. This tree's been with me since the start. But that's fine. I don't want to be too high though. This is kind of going to be a bit of a oh, hello. This is going to be a bit of a careful trade-off, I think, between, you know, making something that is way, way, way too big. It doesn't need to be big, but it does need to be secure. And I don't know, in all honesty, I don't know if this will actually work. But there's only one way to find out. And that is 1, 2, 3. There we go. To there. And then to there. So I think we're going to be looking at certainly 3 off the ground. I don't know whether we're going to go more than that, but let's take you. Can I reach you there? Oh, I'm doing Minecraft crouch shit. I'm crouch placing, and that doesn't help. Two, 3, and 4. Is that tall enough, or do I think, hey, oh, well, that certainly didn't help. Okay. Neither is the darkness that we're in right now, so I'm going to go and pass the night, and then we'll continue with this and the pen and all of the other things we're dealing with in the morning. We'll catch you in a moment. Alright, it is the next morning. I made a bunch of bread, but I put it in the cold storage to keep it fresh a little bit longer, and I did make myself a pie, because, you know, pie is good, and we can munch on that, and that will keep us ticking. Now, plans for today. I need I need a ladder. Let me just, can never remember the. So this rope ladders are what I want to use to get up there. I don't know exactly. We need to go and get some. We can do it with cattails. Actually, we can do it with anything. Okay, that's fine. But a wooden ladder is just that. So let's and I'll use planks. I've got more of those than I currently have sticks, so helps if you think. So if I just do these for now and do 2, maybe 3 lots, that should be enough. Okay, so that'll get me up 9 blocks, which should be way more than adequate. And I actually managed to burn 1 batch of bread as well, I will admit to that, because I was watching a video while I was cooking bread. And whilst I did learn my lesson about not watching videos and, what's the word I'm looking for here? Do I want to go up a little bit higher than this? Now I want to see, can I, so I can make a jump there. I bet I can't do that one though. Oh, I can. That's interesting. I'll put this here for now though. So that height is not quite cutting it for me. I think we need to be maybe maybe one more will be more like it. Let me get myself a safe way down. And then we can just have those off of there, if I can reach them all. Lovely. And then just come up here. Hup, hup, come on, hup, hup. So yeah, I think this is a good height. Thought I'd hurt myself then, but it doesn't matter. That's good. I'll take you like so. And then we need to get our walls on, and I've gone with brick. Mud brick, admittedly, but brick all the same. Now one of these is going to become a slab, but not a mud brick slab, because I haven't got mud brick slabs. I don't think I have anyway. Let me just have a look. Yeah, there's nothing there. Okay, but that's fine, because what we are planning to do, I'll take you off for starters and get some of this on. Oh, hello. 1, and then I'm going to need more. Like so. 1, 2, and 3. So I'll repeat that there. We are going to have, now the question is, do I want 2 entrances? I only brought 1 gate, but I think we probably do, and we need to craft those, which is simple enough. We're going to craft 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 2. For now, that's me 11. I'm definitely going to need some more, which I did bring pine for. And we'll put these on the bottom. He says. I know I can put them into placement mode, but I'm just lazy, which means that laziness is now going to cost me having to go back down the ladder. Or falling off is also a viable alternative. I'm going to assume that this is okay when I come to do the trick that I want to play, because of course there's a very good chance, right, that these are horizontal only. That's perfect. And these will go here, and then what we'll do is we'll have our ladder access from this side, and we'll have our runaway. Well, it gives us two options, doesn't it, really? And options are important. Right, now I need two. Down we go. Right. That should be that. I just need to do the sides. I'm going to need a little more of that. So, but question. If I do this, do I need to worry with the rope ladder or not? I think I can reach that one, unless I jump, which is always a viable option. So from here, can I not from that height? What about if yes, I can if I do that. So let's bring you over here. Get rid of you. And that gets me up. Because the drifters can climb these ladders. That's the issue here. And damn it. That's not a solution. Okay, let me get the room done, and then we'll have a look at these rope ladders, I think. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so we have got this structure built, and we can if we can get myself in range, with the rope ladder, you can shift click to place them down, and you come back up here, and then you just click to bring them back up, and we are all safe and fine and dandy. So what I am going to do, so what I've done, well, let's start with the starts. I've not put anything in here except every single flat surface is a half slab at the half height, so nothing in this space is spawnable for drifters. I did think about putting doors on. I decided against it. I can just hide around the corners, and but we have got little windows, and you know, we can't actually get into them, so again, not spawnable. They've got half slabs in them, and we can, once we're finished, if we want to, we can come down here and of course, yeah, we can pop the ladder on there and then just head straight down it. That's fine. And when we're finished, just collect it all back up again. So what we are going to do is we are going to stick a chest down here with our rope ladder in it, because we're going to want that rope ladder, and we're going to want it at a moment's notice, so that will go in there, and that's our little bug out. space. No small, it's ugly because obviously we're limited in what we can construct with and how. But the next Temporal Storm, we'll try that one out for size. Right. Now we've dealt with that, let's go and deal with the next elephant in the room. And let's have a look at you. You have finally come to a point where you can be harvested, so we'll have you. That's good. The temperature now is actually 1. We are warming up considerably in the area, which is really good news for us because I think it means that winter is drawing to a close, which is yeah, this has been a long winter. Well, it has certainly for me in game terms. It's taken an awful lot longer to work its way through than I would have anticipated. So, and of course, we're not actually through it. What's that up there? It's a bush. So we still need to get the walls on this. We still need to build this, but these guys are in here, and in fact, you can have some flax. I'm feeling generous because I don't want to carry it around. Your weight is still good, so that's all fine. I mean, they're not going to love me for feeding them. They, you know, this is just an exercise in futility in that respects. But we can take these and we can come in here and make them into those, and then we can come in here and make them into verticals, and that will make life easy for me because I want to basically get some walls. Oh, hello. Yeah, that's a pain. I want to get some walls on this. And they're going to be simple. This is going to be, again, a very simple structure. I don't think I've got, well, I know I haven't got the time or the inclination to try and make anything really big at the moment. But, you know, life currently is a constant struggle for survival, you know, and consequently we have to be a little more aware. As we get more and better equipped, the better we will be, and so on and so forth. So we'll eventually get some decent armor. You know, leather armor is not going to hack it, and I know I've certainly seen one comment saying I should have metal armor, and it's like, well, yes and no. The reason the yes is because let me. Of course, it makes sense. We're going to need good armor for big fights, but you wouldn't wear good armor for every fight because that makes zero sense. Right, I definitely need to make at least 2 more of those for the time being. Hup. Actually, I didn't need 2 more, but there you go. That's I needed only 1 more. But that will live. Well, I will need 2 more because we're going to have a peaked roof on this, so that's going to be a thing too. Hup. So yes, ultimately we are going to want to be rocking some metal armor, but we wouldn't want to wear it all the time because metal armor actually slows you down in the game, and I believe it. I'd have to double check this one, but if it doesn't, it should increase your hungering. So that would be a thought and a consideration that I think needs to be taken into account as well. Stupid question. These might make interesting little window bar things. Let me just... okay, so yeah. It likes to have a spot to attach to. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we could go with the gate. Do I want to do that? It might work. Anyway, it's night time again. What time is it today? At least the sun is setting at around about 6 now rather than 4:30 as it was, so we're getting better for that. And I'll need another gate for the other side for the window. Let's grab you. We've got our pickaxe head, and you're beautiful. Look at that, 450. It can do ceramics, stone. That one actually says it can do ceramics. I wonder whether stone or metal ice. Oh, interesting. I don't know whether. I'm wondering whether I actually jumped the gun and whether I actually needed that. God, we'll check that tomorrow. But for now, I am going to put that away. I'm going to put some stuff away basically, and we'll continue this in the morning. Well, it's just the morning. A medium temporal storm is approaching. We couldn't really have timed that much better for testing this, could we? I would have preferred, I think, to have the water defrosted. But it's a medium temporal storm is approaching. You know, I couldn't have timed it much better. So I'm going to think. Now, one thing I did, because I was reading on the wiki about various solutions to temporal storms, and one thing it suggested is a moat. So a bit like we did with the little tiny farm area where we put the hoofers around it. Just do that. I'm going to prepare this so should I want to jump off, I can. And if I need to jump off as an emergency, I can. And then what we shall do is we'll jump up here and we'll get you. Now I know we can place that, so we can get that. We're ready. The temporal storm is approaching. It's not here yet, so I'm not going to go and panic and do it. I want to just take a little stroll. I'm not going to build, obviously. I want to go and just have a look at this thing. So we have a few hours, I think, from approaching to imminent. As soon as we hit imminent, that is when we need to leg it and get in that thing. So let me just go and see. Can this is a tier 2 thing, and it requires tier 3. So that's right. And what do we get from you? We get quartz chunks. Do we only get quartz chunks, or is there a chance of... There is a chance of a clear quartz. Excellent. Well, that's useful to know. I'm not going to go mad on that right now. But it's useful to know that we can get the clear stuff from that. And going for... God grief, what is going on with this snow? I wish it would hurry up and just thaw. Yeah, so I'm going to wait for this temporal storm, I think, now. And... see what that brings us. The other thing I am going to do at some point is I'm going to continue this. I'm going to put a little lean-to on the side of this building, probably a little bit further back and coming out as a tanning spot just off the back of the building here. I think that would work. So that's something to consider. And yeah, I'm going to wait for this storm, I think. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, the storm is imminent, so I'm up here. I'm doing my my brave Sir Robin, and any time really. I realised, because I could have managed probably a little bit longer. I jumped in here way too early, but Doesn't matter, I've got videos to watch, things to keep me busy, all of those good things. Let's see what this storm brings, shall we? Although, you know, the oddity here is I'm building a storm shelter above ground, whereas I believe the normal technique would be to build the storm shelter underground. That is freezing back, but look at the way this lake is melting back now. Here we go. This is where I find out if this worked or not. I mean, as far as I'm aware, they should not be able to spawn anywhere near me. And I didn't really need to make it this big either. I could have made it like one block and just had a 3x3, but I think it would have looked reasonably ugly like that. I can hear them. I can't see them. And that is probably because they're all down there. Or down there. So, now I have got nothing better to do than wait this storm out. I'll see you in a bit. And finally, the temporal storm seems to be waning. So this is where we get to find out if my escape mechanism works. Now my thoughts are, I built this in exactly the wrong place. What I need to do is I need to go onto the mainland there, probably just over to that little protuberance. Maybe not, maybe there-ish, maybe a little bit further over that way, I don't know exactly. But what I want to do is I want to build this a little bit onto the land, put a 2-wide, 4-deep moat. I think 4 deep is probably the right distance, but then have like a diving board off the edge. So again, slabs, so you go out on it and it takes you over the moat, and yeah, that is essentially it. Now I did fire a few bow arrows down there, but I am going to have to get in here and leg it. So this was the idea behind the design, was to get them in there, but if I put a moat round so they all get trapped in that, then they are. Look at them following me. Come on then, you can't catch me. Do can't catch me. But if I stick a moat in the area, then what I effectively will end up achieving, I think, I'll take a slow walk back, see whether I manage to get these to despawn, is I don't have to leg it. I'll be able to come out, drop down into the water from the diving board. The mobs will all be trapped nicely in the moat, so I can either then fill them full of arrows or just walk away and let them despawn naturally. But I think we could say that that was successful in its in a fashion. But I think long run we need to move it. Have all of those back. Yeah, that definitely worked. I did not want to put you in there. I wanted to put you in there. But there are definite design considerations to take into account here as well. Well, at least not which is not falling into the water. Anyway, we have been running now for, I'm going to just go, I think, I've been taking screenshots throughout the thing. I'm not entirely sure which one I'll use for the hoofer. You have got 2 more days. That's actually not too bad. We should have enough leather to make the leather armor next episode. So, until then, thank you very much for watching, guys. And Next time, hopefully we'll get the sheep shed finished, maybe get some get these fields finished, and then I can start to think about the next set of fields, which will most likely be berry bushes. And I'm thinking I might actually put those more onto these terraces, more like a vineyard kind of arrangement. But we do need to obviously keep scavengers out, so I'm going to have to still put walls around somehow. But it is definitely starting to thaw, which, yeah, that can only be a good thing, because this winter has gone on too long. But on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.